Hi everybody, we're going to do a what am I wearing and why. So today I'm wearing a Ciccio pinstripe shirt, pinstripe suit in Drapers 5 stars. 5 stars being one of my favorite cloths. It's this worsted, medium weight suiting cloth that's actually made by Vitale Barberis Canonico. It's distributed by Drapers. If you are looking for like a nice sort of businessy cloth, it's a really, really good choice. Definitely worth looking into. So Drapers 5 stars for you. I'm also wearing a 100 hands standard shirt. So that's the collaboration that they've done with the Armoury. It's for a basic machine-made shirt. And we can do them made to order. So I did this one made to order for myself. What made to order means is that you just take the standard size and you can make some choices on like the style of it, but you can't really change that much in terms of dimensions. Luckily, I happen to fit their standard block pretty well. So I'm like, all right, let's just do it. Like it's a nice, reliable option if you want good workhorse shirts. I'm also wearing a Drake's tie. I'm wearing a pair of the Armoury's Duane loafers in black grain. And you know what, I got to put this into production because honestly I wear it so much and I really enjoy it. And you know, even with the suit, like even with a kind of businessy suit like this, there's something kind of fun about having a black grain loafer. Like I don't know, I'm into it. All right, wrist check. I've got a Grand Seiko. I forget the reference, I apologize, but this is the reissue of what's called the self-dater. So the self-dater back in the 60s was the first Grand Seiko with a date window on it, hence self-dater. And they reissued this a couple years back with a quartz movement. And honestly, I actually quite like quartz. You know, I know that everyone's really into mechanical watches, and of course I am as well, but there is definitely a place for quartz in your watch collection. And one of the nice things about quartz is that the quartz movement itself is thin, like oftentimes thinner than mechanical movements. And so in terms of like the proportion of the watch, the case of the watch, it allows you to do some interesting things. Like for instance, if this was a mechanical version, it would definitely be a thicker watch than it is right now. And I have actually seen a number of quite notable watches that I think just look better with a quartz movement inside because of the extra thinness that is made possible by having quartz movement in there. So for instance, like the Royal Oak in the smaller sizes, like in the 34 millimeter sizes, to me look much better with a quartz movement inside because the case is that much thinner. And because the case is that much thinner and the watch has always been shrunken from like the normal 40 millimeter diameter of a Royal Oak, it makes much more sense proportionally. Like it's much truer to the original proportions of the Royal Oak than say a sized down but automatic movement 34 millimeter might be. Another example of a watch that has a quartz movement, but that actually is, in my opinion, like preferable with a quartz movement in it, is the Jaeger-LeCoultre, the Reverso. Like if you're just talking about the basic, simple Reversos, the ones without a secondhand subdial, they look really good with the quartz movement because they're just that little bit thinner, and the proportions just seem to like look a little bit better as a result. So if you get a chance, like check them out. You know, if you love the design of those watches, the movement doesn't have to be everything. And I think that considering the quartz movements is worth your time. All right, anyway, sorry for that long aside. I am wearing this today because this is the first time I was able to wash and then subsequently wear my new 100 hands shirt. And so I'm gonna take my jacket off and just give you guys a quick look at it. Wait. You know, and like after I've washed it once and it's shrunk a teeny bit and then like I managed to iron it properly, I really like it. You know, I think it fits well. It's very comfortable to wear. And we do these shirts as made to order. So what that means is that you can select the fabric, you can make some small changes to the dimensions, but you can't do things like fix postural issues, like if you're lopsided or if you're like very forward in the shoulder. But if you fit the standard block pretty well, like it's a good workhorse option. And fortunately for me, like I fit their normal 15.5 pretty well. So I'm happy with this. Like this is a perfectly acceptable shirt for me and I'd be happy to wear this all day long. Plus I really like this cloth. Other things that we did today, we filmed a new segment of Dress to Ingest. So Sam and I went over to Alan Lowe's house. Alan is a restaurateur in Hong Kong. And Alan has launched this new product, which is like a homemade pasta kit that can be delivered to your house. So what happens is that you can select a pasta that has been handmade daily at his restaurant, 208, and then you can select a sauce that is pre-made, but it's delivered cold. and it arrives at your doorstep, and you just boil the water, get the pasta ready, and then you put the sauce on. And it's pretty great. Like it's much, it's definitely preferable to getting pasta cooked and then delivered, because like as the pasta is coming to you, it's just cooking itself and kind of deteriorating along the way. Whereas like pasta is always the best when it's just fresh out of the pot. So that was a fun video to shoot, and we'll probably get that one up after we do a bit of editing sometime next week. Alrighty, that is about it for now. Stay tuned for all the other fun stuff we have coming on, and thank you for watching.